from somewhere. Doing 10 bucks. Thank you from somewhere.
Thank you.
They say, Tom and Ben, I hope you're both doing well. I'm collecting ideas. Any fun/cool plot ideas using spooky gothic monsters for a Monster of the Week game RPG? My fave I've come up with so far is the Bedgar Kajira, accidentally summoned by an eco-activist. Chump me up. What is
that?
Or is that Bake Kajira? I'm assuming. Let's have a little look. It's some kind of just fucking fish monster. He's cool.
Okay, it's like a Japanese fish ghost.
Like a evil ghost whale monster. It's cool.
Cool. Monster of the Week.
Fuck.
Is it like a modern setting or a fantasy setting? We're going into like X-Files territory.
Was reading about some weird monster the other day.
Tyrant of the tribe.
It's a thing that's in D&D. I'm not sure which edition, but it was these creatures. I think, but I don't know if it is this, but it's something like it. That they were called carrionettes.
Ooh, they sound fun.
And the idea was, but it might not. That might not be their name, but it was something like that. It was something that had a bit of a pun in there.
Okay.
And the idea was a child. They wish upon a star for their toy to come alive.
Right.
And the toy comes to life, but very quickly it hates that it is stuck as a toy.
Ooh.
And so turns murderous.
Oh, I think like I've heard about like Japanese ghost stories of like murderous toy dolls before. That feels like a thing.
But this thing, somehow it gets envious of its owner and does a thing where it switches body with them and then makes the child be the toy. But then the toy has already maybe killed a couple of people, and now it is living as the child, and the child is stuck in the toy, and that feels like a real super creepy.
Do one of those.
Creepy like investigation thing with not only can there be killer toys, there can be evil
like body swapping
possessed children, and you can have this whole thing be about like that's the crux of like what you're investigating, but then there can still be someone behind the scenes who has granted this wish in the first place, who is trying to sow discord, and that could be related to whatever the big bad is. You
could have them. They're running around like monkeys pawing people.
That kind of idea
with some kind of end game.
And
ooh,
like
that's cool.
When I read about that, I thought that sounded really, really fun. And there was another one of... This was another D&D monster. I can't remember what they were called. It was literally something like a flesh heap. But the idea is it's like a... When, Necromancer is like, I want fucking my army of skeletons. They summon... Resurrect a skeleton out of a corpse.
Sure.
But the flesh is left behind, and there is like a flayed...
Oh, just a pile of meat.
Skin of someone. And this thing that got a bit of latent necromantic resurrection into it.
Yeah.
This is now like slopping, crawling around, because it's trying to find...
It's trying to get its bones back.
Its skeleton back. But it will attack the party because it can see the skeletons inside them.
And it wants their bones.
Trying to find itself a new skeleton to try and make itself whole. It won't work, but it doesn't know that. And there's a kind of tragic, horrible body horror monster I thought is kind of fun.
That's cool.
Is it a boneless? Maybe it's called a boneless. That might be it.
There's a creature in Mistborn called a Chondra, which is... It's like a shape-shifting blob, but it's fully sentient. And they can eat the bones and bodies of creatures and then turn into them.
Okay.
But it degrades over time. They're not like self-sustaining. So eventually it gets ropier and stretchier and crapper.
Okay.
And the only way they can sustain it is to eat something else. But sometimes they get, if they have to make do with whatever they can find in the wild, like they'll get a bit of a wolf and a bit of a bear or whatever, and they just turn into these weird, like
a bit chimera-y.
Yeah. And but back in their homeland where they live, they hate pretending to be things, and they like carve themselves like perfect bones out of marble.
Wow.
And then they shapeshift into those marble bones and make their flesh translucent. So you can like see their like beautiful, perfect sculpted form.
Okay, they're kind of bonkers.
But when they go into the real world, they try to. Most people don't know they exist, so they try to like look like animals or people.
Just blend in.
They're a bit fucking weird. He reminded me of them.
Spooky, scary.
And when they there's one who's going to be like tried for breaking their laws, and they're keeping him in a prison. But the prison is just like taking your bones away. You're just a massive gloop, and we pour some food in every now and again. But he can't, without the bones, he can't take a form because he makes his organs.
Oh, so you've got like a fish tank, and you just sprinkle fish flakes
fish flakes in, exactly, yeah. And then one day they're just like, right, you're being executed, pouring in the acid.
Oh God!
What?
Oh no!
And he's just like quickly dissolving his like organ, whatever he's got, like a single eye for peeping. He's like, nope, getting rid of that. Don't want to see this.
Jeez.
It's grisly.
Oof. Wow.
So one of those, something like that. Rip off some of those ideas.
Nice.